Us. Simply my enmity is sentencing common of entities, and now and yet remembering now in hindsight 2020. So I mean and yet now it's 25. See what I come up off this life. Now again what I mean contemplated all my life. Now I've had to fight, seen up onto this, know myself well merely now again. So we reminisce it then when I be now indifferent then, but now it's only with these fools playing like indifference then. Simply now it indicates up in this way a different way. So get as we speak up onto this, meet my siliquay up into these nearly now again. Many enemies up in it these. So now as I seek an antidote, it ended those, and now this panic flows. Yet standard stated scenes and ended these, and now it's only antiquated in these dreams. Panic's made its way to me with a wave in these, and now and yet a wave to be up on the swirl, and now and yet it may compose, and now and yet it takes this role and aided those, and now and yet my agency is often yet the way it goes. So what you try and take it those, and now and yet they may oppose again. So meet it so again. So on sarcophagus called onto this. Yet I mean I fall on descent, all in which I want to see wings spreaded all the wind. It's off indeed. Now and yet when I eat up on this world, what y'all want to see. Now it schemes on to win, onto these. Now again contemplate up on your deeds. Now and yet see the scheme. Now and yet behind the grin, it's fiendish like and seen it like. I mean and yet we speak it mind merely now and yet. So you be just like. Fiends who like now and seated those, and now and yet the reason goes, welcome to it, so yet we meet this woe, wave at these. Indeed it now, and yeah, what I mean, but I'm only ready to see off it that they wanna try containing me now and yet, but it may just be something that you make believe.
It's just different.
May just be now and yeah, what a waving these aiding coming up off it now again, but I'm back up onto this. You'll get used to it, the talks and what you talking coming off of this again. I mean and seeing with these clouds is following red type. Now I mean I said by off it that you really want to try and see off it, but yet I mean I'm steadfast merely now and yet ready to step past merely now and yet what you fools now and yet. So I left that. In this way, isn't way, merely now in something that you imitate in the same, simply indicates what they see up onto this. Again, what these schemes, what they wanted then, this minded then, now I mean only reminding them, I will then find up out of this, and now and yet, who wants it, I mean into up onto this, and what these fools will steadily talking this. Claim to know me well, but yet you know this hell merely now again. Time for the sequel, flying through and often that you deemed it regal. Even so, and even those, and now again the reason though. Yet seen up off it now again. I mean when I'm out in this, had it with this hourly shit, mainly up on these wages, what they trying now in place of this. Turn your fascination up at, and now it's only just machinations by design and find this angle now, and yet my type of anguish, something now the life and love. That I'm walking by this way, then that they seen by the pain, then the six in which into this is it then in a whim, something ominous. I am the wind in which you really never wanted with. Now and see flow onto this, it goes onto this code onto this, and that you really want to keep calm now and for that key golden ticket Willy Wonka shit. Merely had it with this cog factory, simply having these conditioned by this savagery. merely coming up at with these. Now and mean actually what y'all trying now and match with me when I make mapping these. Now and yet it's a tight yet artistry pathing these simply now and yet. So let's go and now again as I stepped on merely now and yet that you see stone merely now and yet ready. Now let's see with this metronome ready to go and press upon simply now and yet my encephalon set upon giving up often but the question's long often now and yet as it's never sought often buying what they want to triangle now and see what I'm in those and now and yet my mind will roll yet something undeniable I in those so ire song simply that you seen from the seed in which and even this and even then now and yet what I mean but I'm even this they want the reasoning you think you know and yet that's the way it goes and now and welcome to it so sarcophagus sailing up on a waving wall what I'm even those simply now and yet where your blame will go. Who made the choice simply now and may anoint often now the poison which we're picking it simply yet in this way into bays merely now with intermaze pardon me when I go and analyze on the stats so yet like an intraday into way is it may misery in which we commiserate in this aim but yet different pain flows now and with the six simply now astonished them come now you talking it often now and all the shit simply now and all of this I audit them and seen on this way so falling leaf yet child of autumn is in common autumn this which I want to meet it yet the true definition yes I mean through often now and get essence of the ominous of onto this and now and get what you call it quits keep now and yet when I go and speak onto this I mean and yet what the reason that y'all want it with try to play with me now and yet when I'm making these simply now and yet so for rage it seems yet that you've made it B's often now and play up on this game with your ABCs yet use the words now and with them but you mince them now and yet see the difference now and yet as I lived it up in this and now and get the hindrance in which you see 5 by the definition and now the standard scene come now and get on the essence in which is simply who it's benefited so now and yet so often now it's only if it fits then eschew it now yet do it how but yet you fools just hounds now indeed as the wolf now and get like a sage of thee with a common now and waiting these so now I mean I'm only yet gracing these with awaiting these simply now awakening often now and yet what the situation simply how it's changing we collectively now and yet set the scene ready to go and now and yet but the pressure brings often now a new tight form now and yet perspective given up often how it's born so yet shift off and now again simply onto this and quick what you want to get remain adherence to what now lost in tradition now and seen coming often into this and now an indication in this way is it made now and get your writ deep-seated inner hate on and for the change now in which it fits. Often with them that they seen verbally now and use up on the scene so and get so we
It's just different.
disturb the scene now and yet urging these it's irking me giving up burden these now and virgin is being given up on it orderly or chaotic it coming off it now and yet so call up onto this and which I want it with but I mean but I go up onto this yet as I'm back up on it again I mean I'm at it again my apparatus within this only had it with this coming up off it so yet hard to fathom him giving up having this and I'll be at it a rapid coming up at it this I mean as I'm at it with my acronym in which I want to see come off it now again poetry now and get so it's off and now on par now and get come up par now and by and large find it off now and which I'll try and start seeing now and in this way is it may merely get the rage generates now and with them what you want to try and get come and face the sage simply now and onto these what I mean but I go and demonstrate yet ostensibly my resolve find often these now and get it's a different form of conviction now and get into this by predicament pine into this simply you play off it now and get by the narrative of others so fine into this I mean what I'm only seeing yet it's embarrassment merely given up often what your arrogance will be now and yet come and speak onto these these, now and get speak onto these, yet when I go onto these, who really wanna meet now again as I audit these, giving up onto these, meet up on this quality, so yet tap off of this, merely now and get as I honor thee, now and get y'all really wanna see, come now, all the oxen free, calling all these fiends, now and really wanna see, come and get, so as I devour up on a lead, and now and even so, but I'm even those merely giving up often, but the reason go, even so, even those merely wanna see, and then those merely, but yet can't even continue competing though, even those merely, cause now and yet, as my people go merely coming up, even though merely who is it then, so pardon the collective now and yet, by the retrospect, the labels now and what you make of merely now and yet, so you alienated merely, yep, in this wave and in this nation isn't made than merely cause down, but I'm only figuring merely we often continue yet being on the arbiters, now it's starting just giving up in this wave, and so is it made merely now and what has created on this angle the wave and then what you wanna meet the slow with it, yet the ocean of it, soaking this merely continue insulting and setting on to this, so yet once again time to bring it now and get as we wage the battle ready to go and take up having this, pardon me as you maybe rattle off and now and with them as it's only just the same now and get dangerous isn't it, yet the freedom be the intellect heaving thee and now and get you're really trying to even these merely now and get, so I digress merely just a bit now and with this man, pardon me it's just the way when he reflects so into this and now and get, I mean what I go and indicate in the mirror merely now and get, here it be it so often now and get, pardon me, see the scheme of dolls often with this pyramids merely now and get, so which fiends will go even those now and get, so reason so often that they even wanna even those merely now and get, but I'm only demonstrating this, here we go again, back up on this, so and get, it's in essence now and get, what we making this the made of men, merely now and made of men, merely now and get, so my mentality find out in these, giving them out in these, and how they often continue doubting me now and being so used to it, and yet now and then I've grown immune merely now and yet, about I'm only yet anytime and yet when I show I'm exclusively ready to go and do with this, here it is, too intuitive, too in was that wise? Pardon me, yeah, disciple was saying when something of debauchery on of these, yeah, wanna go and gotta eat on of these, merely given on of these, and yet what I'm honoring in essence then artistry starting these simply now and get, so I start to scream often at the stars in these merely cause I'm one of them, yet go often now I'm one of this, what I mean when I place what I'm on in this and what you punish then you merely just upon and back, so on and then what I mean when I go up on it now and again, so rhythm in this poetry is how I honor on this rap on par with that now indeed. As I'm on at that time now and see what I mean when I bring these acronyms. So back at it, giving up having this merely my apparatus is often only in with them now emphatically. So now and yet, but I'm adding these, I act now and yet, anytime on another get average beat and adding these, I mean that you're really trying get come to match it with me when I go and click it. So yet need this pick of this, merely now and here it is. Sick up only sick of bands, simply now encrypted dance, often now up into this, merely here we go again. My belligerence is something now but yet just a bit different than what I'm missing. Here it is the mystery and often with these fools now and yet. So is it me merely now and yet? We go straight up in the sea with a different thing merely now and yet. So as I figure we really coming often but yet they try and go and now deliver me with a different form. It's more merely now and yet. This way it be. What I go to make things now and yet I had it so then so I'm on it then what I go I'm only on this. Who really wanna see now and on this? It's obvious, isn't it? Come on. Oh, shits. You know, with an intro like that, it's gonna be some shits. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna come with a mind and now and read it. Me when I go and now and speaking threes, these GBs now and keeping these. You deem it creepy, even see and now and yet I mean I see the weakness now and often from these meekish peeps. Even so, yeah, when I go and demonstrate, simply speak up on these grievances in which they're sown, and generally it's what I'm speaking with. Even then you deemed it this, and yet so we speak in sin. It's often now and with them greed upon the fiendish grin. So yet evening then I mean and often yet my so-called yet friends now and weaving this, so now and yet we completing this, and even so what I mean with a rose and now and yet be upon and now opponent of those who now and weave it. So welcome this, it's seldom then what I mean when I go and tell them, then it's often now and emphasize up in it what the smelling is something yeah beyond in which you could ever comprehend or comprise up off it now and what this man is speak now and yeah when I step with these simply yet a recipe for disasters imminent is merely packing into this actually attracting now and adding these I mean but I'm only activating now and yet the synchronicities. I can't catch a break yet. Very well then. Now then we going now what I'm out this I mean but I'm on my path I'm yet well endowed with amalgamates and now I'm mountain when I go devour thee and now and yet how it seems what I'm out in these and what you fools yet try now confusing soothing this and now and yeah when I go and do this it's often now exuding through and this and who it is and you admitting through the shit so yet to a shift and now it seems at me so yet here we be now interesting up into these this industry it indicates and in this way and with this pain it's merely just a mystery in which you seems only now and yet so and now and yet claiming what they want to bring up on those I mean but I'm only on though I on opposing all of those and y'all supposing on those and often deep I'm out in these and now and yet but I'm out in these amalgamates and made it now again so how it be I mean but I'm only out these and out these but y'all really wanna doubt me so get out these I mean what I'm out these merely and now fuck, that just goes crazy. Like, dude, ugh. Oh shit. We paying homage, see what I mean, come upon the these, I mean, demonstrated, often given in this way, then a different mindset, now I mean, as I might wreck, often now again, with them, and that y'all really see. From the darkness then, from what I say, come from out of nowhere, yet the darkness and the void, yet age now and see what I mean, but I'm only ready to go and see how y'all avoid all the danger then, now and yet I mean, now it's only just the way it is, simply now, but now the power, this I mean, but I'm only getting back there, so, Ugh. What? And so I might be back at it again. Now and here we go. Added my 087. I mean, I'm only now and yet ready to begun. Up on this. It's now and happened to say really what he's trying now. Imagine this, imagine this. It's really hard to imagine him. Something more adding this to me. Now you're avarice. Now I'll be devoured now and by this dragon. But I'm only adding this. And here we go again. Had it with the avarice. Get your stagnation coming now and ad wave. And now and yet it's only just these ad libs. Now and yet added by a nation. Now and adding now and yet my aggravation's really now it's activated. Seen it those. So who really wanna see in those now and yet? But I mean, we'll know anytime I release it. So even though I'm merely giving up often, but your ego go merely now and yet. So here we go again. Yeah, I suppose to define openness, merely giving the open, which coming up openness, and y'all composing and giving merely these symposiums, merely from these sims. Anytime and now and yet I've had it through a fallen soul. Yeah, just another sitcom from your Simpsons, merely coming up in this. Yet it indicates all and yet that the repetition now and yet, as it's only just the rigidity. The rigidity coming up into these, I mean what I indicates merely giving up into these, merely coming up in this way, merely had it with it, yet multiplied into T, many seem now and yet, so is it made in this way it seems. So maybe now and yet, I mean but I'm only ready to go, and so yet anytime and now and yet we devour those. Oh no, was it? Ooh, there it is. That was the one. What?
Psycho.
You see, I'm back at it again. Y'all really want to see a different type being and come onto these. I mean, I'm ready to go divide on these atoms then. Meet the symmetry, something explosive now and yet. So I suppose I'm coming up on one now and yet. Dark matter, mark master meeting up onto this. So indeed, it's hard to fathom me coming now and yet. As y'all want to see up off it. So something beyond simple just savagery given them avenues. I mean, but I'm actually yet merely on it. So no maniacal. Off it now and see what I mean when I'm only yet born now and yet. On this mind of those merely cause now and yet as I enter with surprises now and yet comprised of those given the item goals now this role more than vital so I suppose maybe cause yet as this I will grow my ire stone setting up onto this that y'all really see yet so as I'm ready to go and now I wrestle now and yet with the best of opponents ready to open this it's merely entered simply a puppet so yet I am the darkness in which you never want to face yet so hard to hearken these coming arguments merely coming up arguing these maybe cause now and yet as I'll probably ready to be going now and see it on the these. Here we go, time to speak now and yet so all in these and yet it's all in threes honestly but yet made it on it in this way it seems something like a plague of me yet deeply infected and what a precedent maybe cause now and yet as it's precedented I set with this merely to measure them merely now and yet in this form on my standards be something more of excellence and now and yet in retrospect I mean anytime as I'm set with this had it then all these fucking separatists coming up off it next you're really trying yet play on this way where the dead it be yet only agents now collecting now and yet so as I'm only ready to go and send these sentinels so yet meet the potential the X in which you never now could ever measure me made up off it now and next in these so what as you step in interlopers yet you need some referees and separately simply now it's set with me I'm preceding merely giving the messengers merely cause now embezzling made it up on this mind of me get truth off and now and see how you're blindingly eyeing these now and yet as my ire speaks something now and yet in volumes and all agree now and yet all you who yet want to assume coming up onto these and yet now and yet as I gotta be but I'm on these merely and now and yet y'all even attempt to admonish me come onto these pities cause now and yet as I'm honorably coming up onto these it's my honor with these merely and yet as a standard accused coming up often that you fools only see the color with that come into this as it indicates in display is it made yet often with them that they try and face now and yet but I mean when I go annihilate I will make merely now and yet it's the type of aim merely that y'all be try and pain play up onto this see now indeed as it's only just this way so yet I will make now and on this aim now and yet you see it on this yet they really want to be upon the way Not quite. Nope. No. Not really. Oh, whoops. Fuck! Ugh, this is bad. The end. That was unfortunate. I'll get $10. Any adjustments wouldn't really be to my advantage either, so no. Then you want the ominous, and yet you call it quits. Come on to this, and now indeed when I come hollowly upon to this, now indeed I messed up upon this being. Where's the heart at? In fact, it's yet what we mask up, merely coming, and yet now indeed when I come and speak up onto these, now it's who want it then? What I mean, what I go and read it. So yet welcome off it now again. What you deem a demon soul, and even though when we just go and now and get, but be opposed, seen in those and now. But you see now the weakness those now and see what I come on out of this. I mean I'm now in me and now in these and get how it seems to be yet rally and now and get when I mean what I'm out in these and now it's just yet welcome to it. So. Not quite see, but I mean what I'm actually, I activated adamantly, merely now and yet, now demanding we yet come off it now beyond it with the standard B's and hand it B's and all you hand it T's and panic B and off it yet, so pedal it and off it now and measure this and now and yet it represents and often just a testament set with this, had it with the pit of cess incessantly, but I'm messing this and get as it's often just the way we resolute it, so simply now and get execution goes, now yet I mean as I'm set to do this, so now and get too intuitive to use it there, but I'm moving this and off it, so who it is and through the shit and now and yet I do it then, off it see now and yet, still it's all this stuff coming up off it in this way, and so forget the length it seems, often you avoid it, so if this now it's only just the way it now and yet, so point it bold merely now and yeah, but I mean when I find it so often now, kind of old now and yet, try and go, see what I go, but I'm minding those and now and yet rewinding those and find it so, and now it's undeniable, I citing those and now the sight is like a soul in which you see what I mean, aim to reap and now and yet, all these benefits so simply now and yet, as we step in this I precedent, and often now I'm pressing them beyond and now and yet, what these mundane understandings never could represent, set with this I mean what I go and execute, set with you, yet tested too now and yet, bring the doubt it be, I take the courier, return the sender, headless now and yet, how it be, it sends a better one and now an album be, so get only hour now and again, it's the melodies. my isolation be what I mean, placing these chambers, something now it's with this darkness. I harness these and now and yet the voidest night, I mean, and often something now devoid of light, and what you think beyond then your mundane understanding, it's yet complains often and with these pros, but yet know it this pain, owed it with ways merely and yet odious now I mean when I paid my oath and aim, but simply it's just the Odin which yet I mean this debt, yet suppose it is what I kept up on it now and yet represents, but yet to its depths now and edit these, I mean when I go and question on the lengths and the levity, but yet messed of these, I mean it's measuring and made it so the weight in which we bear it now, compare it now and yet, so it may just glow, and yet darker times now and yet harness line, but now and seem now and yet as it's part of mine. They wanna see what I mean, but I go onto these and what y'all fools. Yes, that's how it is, and I digress. I'm out of this. Amalgam sits up out of this, and now and yet you pound your chest. And how it is, I mean, we're going out of this, but yet now devouring and what y'all really want it with. One of these, I mean, this encephalon, insatiable, and taking those, and now and yet we settle on. Warning, see now, yet storming the storm is on its way up on this way the horizon in which it may, so yet I mean but I go and demonstrate off it now and yet, so center pace now and yet y'all really want to now come remember it now as I mentally made it so and yet making it so often now it's temporary but I'm merely through the forge often now and yet through this fire now and yet, so something born often now and yet undescribable beyond and as I even try it so what I mean when I go and find it so and once again undeniable I will show often what this iron is. Simply now and yet set up on this vision. thought that was about to be one right from the beginning. Like, oof. What you demon for? Never really wanna meet a demon, so even so, now again, we just go with them and be up on the list. Even so, in which already be up on the list. Now again, ready to go. Only is merely yet I mean, look at me. I just don't get that shit. It's like people will join a game and then they just like fucking leave. They do this, it happens so often in this, I just don't get that. Beyond it yet, it's over your head. This mother, nothing. What I say? Oof. My punchline is over your heads, palm ties on like nearly yet. New cogs and wheels coming up off it, so get y'all just feel now and yet. So get and wander through life merely abundant. So and now and yet when the punish me, when I mean when I go and punish these coming up on these. So wandering, giving up on these, I mean when I'm on these merely cause now as I'm using onto these. So who wanna see now and yet onto these? Y'all and speak now and yet with these flames now and yet as I harness he coming up onto these merely cause get now beyond it. This art is merely yet begun. So now it's the reason in which they wanna seething with this. I mean I'm seething within this often yet but meekish in which they wanna continue keeping this. So now I'm yet seeking with them merely and with the reason they lament being it going then. So now I mean what I mean any time as I speak up onto this. Yet the reason that they so this is often yet seized trying to be on even the end of this. You will be planets then seeing end of this merely and yet these same antics then now and yet but re-demanding me what I mean what I'm headed with this management's merely yet dismantled and end of this now and yet. So on a darker path something like an Anakin fine end of this merely cause now and yet as this mind's entity now and end of these merely met welcome into an adamance yet I mean I'm at it teen merely now and yet had it with these let's adolescent then I mean but I've had it now and yet you see it often so anytime and yet as we're at that time now I mean that adolescence now and yet it's often hard to fathom now and with these lessons now and what they represent simply now and step in this now and yeah when I go and place up often now in retrospect once again here we are now it's only just again 2020 on this hindsight now and fine like 5 years late it seems it often now and aiding these and now and get questioning and get on the contemplation merely get fathom on the lack of agency with awaiting these and now and yet but the weight it seems often what we carry and merely now and hard now to bear it then bear it this and now and here we get now parakeet on embarrassment and there it is and what your parent is merely now and air it this it's often now with demon heresy anything from the other now I'm on the point perspective now and set up often now y'all just don't go and know it so get poison often now and pick it be when I place up into these here it go now so a different scene into these yet now we interject with them be merely now and yet so this shit always goes fucking crazy. so get while I go and tell them this, and now and yet I'm just deemed yet so roguish and owe this, so get what I owe then. What I mean, I keep to norms then, there's more of this, so get as I morph then when I made something more morbid, but get now of course this and ultras now endorphins and set forth this, but now and you as I question origins, ordinance more than this now and see what I made in these yet often and through and with this weight, so pain just brings a different form of clarity and verity, and yet often now and with these fools now you ferret these, it's often now and yet just embarrassing, I mean it so, and yet these meekest souls and what they not only trying now, you'll find it how simply now and yet idle now, giving up idle down, but yet had it with these idle towns and idle now it's idle how, but yet they seem, but I'm only using this, so welcome to it, yet my differ from on the ones and now and by the issue nearly get the level, get and whether or not it's physical, and get into those and here it goes, but get a myriad of souls suffer from, give it on, then settle on, and set upon, but get test upon the way it be and made it be, so get now beyond it now and get any form in which you know as your enemy, your enemies, it's menacing. What about the one within and now and into this, so get interject within it then these lessons now and get a bit perplexed of it now, the question now we set with this. I'm just another sentinel, I mean when I send it those, often return to sender though, and edit those, but now and get altered on as potential, and now and needed this, so even then, and what you see in this, I kind of forgot about this. Ooh. Go ahead, go ahead.
Look where? Behind the bush.
Behind the bush? Hey. What? I go and using this and what these fools have been. Do with this I mean intuitive. Welcome ominous wind coming up on them, this child of autumn. Falling leaf it seems when I meet in these, merely pardon me when I meet in these. I mean no need inebriation, often now indulgences and all in this and calling this, and yet we exalted and all in this and that you see. It's just a different ship you see up in it now, mental capacities having these, so used to it we self-medicate, tell in this way and tell signs by the way now and yet as we be often now an audit on this life within. I mean the path and that you're really seen by the light in which and get so darker lamb and art and dance a meaning now. The lack of sheep is adding these and what you game in average being add with these and get the avarice will speak and nabbing these. So get as it's often just the way. So welcome to I mean wanna go and tell it now and get as you sell this rules. I mean and tell it to who? Okay. Come on! Ugh, this happens every fucking time. Damn near every time, I'm always landing on the railroads. Oops. Now that's always the question though too. It's like, what do I want to hear next? I forgot it was my turn. Let's kind of switch it. I'm actually really good with this one. We did not really have like the great starts. Considering what we had to pay like $500 right out the or $400 like right out the gate to somebody. That's why that person's got 1705. Leaving this. Leaving this. Leaving this. Leaving this. Leaving this. understand why you would put that up for auction. Like, even if you can't build anything on it, it's only $160. You've got that. Wasn't sure if going movement was also in play or not. It looks like it's only just property improvements, but you never know. No. Here we go again. And now it's molding him. Call it on it now, I mean ominous poetry. Now on a whim, on a this and that y'all really wanna see, and how we get on this, but I'm all of this and now admonishing, come on this again. But I mean what I only demonstrate as I'm out on risk of being now and get, so and get being obsolete now and feed now and on these merely now and get, cause y'all only thought it was free, so get coming on these and I commit and I find into this and now rhyme with now and get mind intricate, it's intimate into this and now and get, is it then beyond and now and what get the schism is off and now and why now tradition I defy now and into this and get it's sublime now and isn't it fine into this and what you really wanna come and see, come on at these and now and yeah, but I go on this beat merely now and get anytime that we on at these and yeah, here we go again, ready to go and open this and now it's the ultimate merely now and get as my older have merely coming open this merely now gold show. We can rebuild. We have the technology. Oh. Now, was that a wise decision? Let's see what else they're gonna do. Interesting. See how that works out for them. All I need is one. That is not good. Oh. Oh, so close. I'm good. Unfortunate for me. like, oof. Threaded it. We threaded it. I'm fine with that. Very fine. How many times have we seen the jail card this time? In this game? I remember playing this last night, and I ended up getting the... I only had one hotel, but I ended up getting the property tax, or whatever the hell it was, the card that you paid for all your houses and hotels and shit. I got it twice, in a game last night. Although I rarely ever see the card for like Advance to St. James. That's 550. And of course it goes to that one over there, the one that already has the most money out of all of us right now. otherwise. Okay, can we like move on? Like what's the hold on? Or is it, are they like stuck? I don't know if the game's just frozen for them or if they're just like deliberately sitting here, or for whatever reason they got pulled away. But I mean, just yeah. If they're gone away too long, then they'll just get everything that they got. Sometime today, please. Shouldn't be too much longer, though. I don't get how we're still sitting here. if they're just fucking sitting there, then it's like, dude, come on. How are we still sitting here? How has the game not moved on yet? I was gonna say, I'm just like, what the fuck? Well, hey, we meet again. Welcome back.
If you're looking for a quick, easy way to make
Silence. I hate ads. Oh. Yeah. It's a enjoyable game. Oh, PlayStation. Sorry, I'm just like sitting here playing chess on my phone, so I keep forgetting to look up and like watch the screen. It can be kind of a hassle putting a game together. As you can see, where it's like just it takes a while sometimes getting people into a game. And sit here and people will come in and they'll pop in for like 3 seconds and then leave. You know, some of that I imagine is like people looking for just like an already full lobby. But some people just like the moment they get in, it's like they see 3 people and it's like, all right, let's start. And it's like, dude, come on, chill. It's like, let's get a full game going. I mean, I don't know. What do you like? You've played. Have you played this? One of the reasons it's taking so long is I bet there's a bunch of lobbies already built up. No, but some games where parties on by myself and someone joins and they just leave. Yeah. This is the other reason why it'll take a while too. I just consider like this is the other reason is that there'll be several other parties and everyone's just like doing the exact same thing what you just saw there. They're like, I don't know, do I want to play this mode and then on this board? And 9 times out of 10, it's like majority is always living boards. I hate the living board, honestly. And I just don't understand playing with classic rules. If this shit takes too long, I'll just hop on something else, honestly. Oh, damn, look at that. Alright, here we go. And I just joined a party and they kicked me from a party or something. When you say a party, do you mean like a party like a joinable party in PlayStation or like a lobby in a game? Like a chat party, you mean, for PlayStation or Xbox? Lobby, okay. By myself, when someone joins and they just leave, and I just join a party, and they just like kick me from the party or something. I don't know. People. Talking people. So right now, all we do know that it's speed dice, but we don't know if any other rules are in play, so... Although we'll know immediately as soon as somebody lands on one of the chance spots, if going movement's in play. Oh, we're about to find out right now. Yep, going movement's in play. Ugh, utilities. So, back to my earlier question. You haven't played this game, though, have you? Super Monkey slash... what was the other? I don't like Mondays. Some ritual noises. Some ritual noises in the game. You talking about me? Okay. Some ritual noises in the game. What the fuck? I wonder what other rules they have in play. If going movement's in play, then it's also possible they have snake eyes and free parking. Oof, I hate that card. I hate when I get that card. Nine. Very well. Damn, they've already got 3. We might actually have ourselves a game on our hands here. I'm getting the impression this is about to be a very interesting game. Oh, I don't know why I thought it was my turn. This is think of it basically like it is a digital form of the game, and then it has several different rules, like rule sets. There's like 7 like different rule modes you can play in, but there's also like a trick to like combine modes, like this person has done right here. So like we're playing speed dice right now. That's one of the rule sets. So once we all go around the board once, a third die is going to enter in for each of us, but we have to make it around the board first before we can start using the third dice, which will have like special rules in and of itself. But then there's another rule mode that they also have in play where go and movement is if you land on go, you either have an option of either going to any spot on the board. You won't collect $200 if you choose this, or you can collect an additional $200, so get $400 every time you land on go. So snake eyes is if you roll a snake eyes, you get $1,000. Free parking. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with free parking, right? But in case you're not, any tax or like any type of tax is put into the free parking spot and collected with whoever lands on it. Ooh, got one of those. Nice. Rent and auctions, one of my favorite modes actually, is where you have everyone bids on every single purchase. So there's no buy, it's just auction, and then you can either choose to auction or not put it up for auction at all. However, in that game mode, if you go to jail, you don't collect any rents if anybody lands on your stuff. Makes it really challenging. Property improvements. You can build on properties if you don't have to have a full set to build on properties. You don't even need all hotels or excuse me, all houses. You also don't need to build all 4 houses. You just have to pay for everything to build the hotel still, but you wouldn't actually necessarily need the houses for it. That's probably one of the hardest game modes, which is what I was playing on earlier. I think property improvements is probably one of the hardest because ultimately that one really does come down to a lot of luck. People go bankrupt like as soon as the game starts. It's probably one of the shortest games. Fuck. Yep. I just spilled some water, so. I'm playing Fortnite with my friends, so let's wait for them. This is their game. Yeah. Oh yes, give me that. And nothing yet. On my next roll, the red die is going to enter in. It'll be simpler if I explain that, like as I roll stuff. say this: unless it's the same number, if you roll doubles, it doesn't count. The red die doesn't count. And if you roll all three of the same number, I think it only goes up to 1, 2, or 3 on that. So if it's all 1s, 2s, or 3s, then you can pick any spot on the board and go to it. And then your turn ends. I'd say speed dice has the most like intricate of rules. A lot of that shit's like nuanced. Let's see now. I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, so close. Thought that was gonna be that 5. Grrr. 3, 6, or 9. I bet they're just as mad too. They're like, everything is already owned by somebody else. Second time we've seen that card get pulled. It's the other thing I don't get about like this. Well, how some cards get pulled more than once and other cards like you never even see those. Sweet. Give me that. Thank you. Thank you. No. The boss doesn't count because I rolled doubles. What just happened? Oh, they just go bankrupt. Or they just quit. I wonder how much this will go for. I was playing this last night and decided to start streaming it because like somebody like people got into like a bidding war over a single like the first railroad. It went for like what was it 724, and I was like, what is this? I thought it was hilarious because like the same people were bidding more for the railroads than they were for the other properties, and it was property improvements. Like what is this? $239, $239. Do I hear $240, $240, $240, $239? Going once, going twice. $240, $240. Got $240. Sold to the ping dog. KZ. All right, $10 here, $10 here, $10, $20, $20. I'm out. $30 here, $30 here. Do I hear 40, 50, 50? Do I hear 60, 70, 70? Do I hear 70, 80, 80, 90? Now, one thing I never really understood was bidding on the utilities. Like, pass. The railroads, yes, but it really depends on the situation. It's getting all 4 railroads. That's $200, sometimes $400 when someone lands on them, and it's like, oof. That's pretty helpful. It means if somebody were to land on the railroad 4 times, or 4 players landed on a railroad, that's $800. Now the Mr. Monopoly, that right there, I call that Mr. Monopoly. So that symbol, when you get that, if there are unowned properties, you advance to the nearest one after your whatever the other 2 dice are. And then once all the properties have been purchased, there are no more free properties. Then you advance to the nearest owned property of another player. So it can't be your own if you roll that. But once again, if you roll doubles, it doesn't count the red die. Oh, fuck. Snake Eyes is in play. Fuck, this is bad. And free parking. Damn, they just got... That's 1,300 they just got. The red... I would have got paid, too, right there. If that had been the bus and not the Mr. Monopoly... Oh. How unfortunate for me. How fortunate for them. That's 450. Did they build that? They didn't build that? No, their loss. I'm surprised they didn't build that up when they had the chance. Oh shit. Now they are. Was that the last one, or is there more? Nope, there's one orange one that hasn't been bought, that's it. All 4 railroads are in play. Everything else is in play. Seven. Three, 6, or 9. What will they choose? Damn it. Here it comes. No? Really? Is that wise? It's now or never, like... If they don't land on those red ones now, I'm going to be in some serious trouble. Alright, roll again. Roll doubles. Come on now. If they roll a 4, 6, or 7. Oh. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yep, here we go. Interesting. Let's see what happens. A 7. Fuck yes, I'm glad I just built that last one too. Oh, we're still in this. For me, it's awesome. For them, not so much. Not so awesome. Yeah, for them, it's like this. How much is it? Is it $9.75 or... $9.25, okay. Whew. They jumped right over that, though. How fortunate for them. How unfortunate for me. That's 450. Like, look at this greed. Like, this is really what pisses me off with people. It's like you're getting 60% ownership of something, plus some cash on it, for one property that you don't even have anywhere close to building a monopoly on. And you wouldn't even be able to build with it right now anyway. And yet you still want to, like, no, dude. Like, try to take all my fucking money. Ugh, that would have been a... No, never mind, it wouldn't have been. Oh, that still would have been helpful, though. Seven. Oh, Snake, what? The comeback. Look at that. What is this? What is this? Let's negotiate. Pleasure. Now then. Like I said, I knew this was going to be an interesting game. Either way, they would have been in trouble with that roll. Damn. They saw that they lost right there. I think it's time we switch it up. We'll be right back here in the Red Desert.